The wind howled. Rain lashed against the window. Elisa shivered, clutching her thin blanket tighter. She wasn't alone. A presence filled the room, dark and heavy. It whispered promises of power, of revenge. Elisa's hand instinctively went to the gold rosary beneath her pillow. It felt warm, a beacon against the encroaching darkness. A choice lay before her, a path toward the light or a descent into shadow. Elisa had always been different. She saw things others couldn't, felt emotions more deeply. This sensitivity was a double-edged sword. It made her compassionate, but also vulnerable. The presence, the darkness, preyed on this vulnerability, tempting her with promises of strength. But Elisa knew this strength came at a price, a piece of her soul offered in exchange for power. Elisa's brother Ken was her opposite. Bold, outgoing, where she was quiet and reserved. Ken had always protected her, but lately a darkness had crept into his eyes too. He'd become distant, secretive. Elisa feared he might be succumbing to the same whispers that haunted her. The thought of losing him, of seeing him consumed by darkness, fueled her desire to fight. The darkness was persuasive. It offered solutions to Elisa's problems, a way to protect Ken, to ease her family's financial burdens. All it asked for in return was small acts, a whispered lie, a moment of cruelty. Each act chipped away at Elisa's conscience, leaving her feeling hollow and lost. The gold rosary grew colder, a constant reminder of the light she was losing. Section 5. A glimpse beyond. One night Elisa had a dream. She saw a realm bathed in golden light. People she recognized, long gone from this world, smiled at her with an unsettling sadness. Her grandmother, her namesake, reached out, her hand extended towards Elisa. "The path you're on," her grandmother warned, "leads to pain, yours and others. The true battle is fought within." Section 6. The weight of choices. The dream shook Elisa to her core. She saw with horrifying clarity the impact of her choices. Her lies had hurt those closest to her. Her moments of cruelty had left scars on innocent hearts. The darkness had promised power, but all it delivered was isolation and despair. Section 7. Ripples of change. Elisa started small. She confessed her lies, sought forgiveness for her harsh words. The road to redemption was long and arduous, paved with guilt and remorse. But as she took each step, the gold rosary grew warmer, the divine spark within her rekindled. She saw the positive impact of her changed behavior. Ken, sensing her struggle, reached out, offering support and understanding. Section 8. The Gold Rosary. The gold rosary, a gift from her grandmother, became Elisa's lifeline. It was a physical reminder of her faith, her connection to something greater than herself. In its smooth, cool beads, she found solace and strength. The whispers of darkness still echoed in her mind, but now, Elisa had the power to silence them. Section 9. A Warrior's Resolve. The battle between good and evil was far from over. Elisa knew this was a lifelong struggle, a constant choice between light and darkness. But she was no longer a frightened girl, vulnerable to whispers in the night. She was a warrior, her spirit tempered by fire, her heart shielded by faith. The gold rosary, a symbol of her resilience, hung heavy on her chest, a promise whispered on her lips. "I will not yield."
The protagonist, a writer named John, possessed a peculiar gift. He wrote not from conscious thought, but from a wellspring deep within his subconscious. Words flowed effortlessly, stories unfolding on the page with an almost eerie autonomy. His mind, a conduit for tales spun from shadows and light. He was a vessel, chosen to translate the whispers of his soul into tangible form. John's gift was not without its price. The line between reality and the ethereal realm blurred. Visions bled into his waking hours. Dreams haunted his every step. He was both blessed and cursed, chosen to bear the weight of a gift that isolated him from the ordinary. This was his burden to bear, the price of his unique communion with the unseen world. He wrote, not for fame or fortune, but because he had no other choice. The stories demanded to be told, their truths yearning to be unveiled. John's path took an unexpected turn with a mystical encounter that would forever alter the course of his life. In a dream, he came face to face with Jesus, not the serene figure of stained glass windows, but a man of flesh and blood, radiating warmth and compassion. Jesus spoke of John's gift, acknowledging its power and the responsibility it carried. He bestowed upon John a golden rosary, its weight comforting against his skin. "Write," Jesus urged, "for your words have the power to heal and to illuminate." A gift freely given, yet heavy with unspoken expectations. With the gift came a chilling caveat, a whisper that sent shivers down John's spine. "Beware the whispers of the fallen one," Jesus warned, his gaze turning grave. "He will seek to corrupt your gift, to twist your words for his own dark purposes." The encounter left John shaken, the weight of the rosary a constant reminder of the forces at play. The whispers began subtly, insidious tendrils of doubt seeping into John's mind. Lucifer, the fallen angel, the embodiment of temptation and despair, saw an opportunity to corrupt the divine gift. He appeared to John not as a horned demon, but as a charming rogue, a master manipulator skilled in the art of seduction. He tempted John with promises of literary acclaim, of a life free from the constraints of his gift. He whispered of forbidden knowledge, of stories that would shock and enthrall, stories that would solidify John's place in literary history. The struggle was constant, a battle waged within the confines of John's own mind. The line between inspiration and manipulation blurred. John found himself drawn to darker themes, his writing taking on a sinister edge. The battle for his soul had begun, the forces of good and evil vying for control of his extraordinary gift. Through the darkness, a beacon of light emerged. John's family, his wife Mary, and their 2 young children became his anchor to sanity, his refuge from the storm raging within. Mary, a woman of unwavering faith and quiet strength, offered unwavering support, her love a shield against the insidious whispers that threatened to consume him. His children, oblivious to the spiritual battle engulfing their father, provided a much-needed dose of normalcy. Their laughter was a balm to his soul, their innocent love a reminder of the light that still flickered within him. In their presence, the whispers faded, replaced by the simple joys of family life. Family became his sanctuary, a reminder of the beauty that still existed in the world. Their love was his strength, their unwavering belief in him a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The struggle to reconcile his gift with the normalcy he craved took its toll. The whispers, though fainter, continued to haunt him, a constant reminder of the battle raging within. John realized that true peace, lasting peace, could only be found by stepping away from the precipice. He made the agonizing decision to abandon his writing, to silence the voices that clamored within his mind. It was a sacrifice, a choice made with a heavy heart, but one he knew was necessary for the well-being of himself and his family. The golden rosary, once a symbol of his gift, now represented the burden he had chosen to lay down. The decision brought a sense of relief, a lifting of the oppressive weight he had carried for so long. He was free, finally free from the torment of his gift. But the whispers, though silenced, lingered at the edges of his mind, a chilling reminder of the power he had chosen to relinquish. Years passed. John settled into a life of quiet domesticity, finding solace in the love of his family. The memories of his mystical encounters and the torment of his gift faded, becoming distant echoes in the recesses of his mind. He embraced the ordinary, finding joy in the mundane routines of everyday life. Yet the past cast a long shadow. The whispers, though faint, never truly disappeared. They resurfaced in his dreams, in the quiet moments of reflection, reminding him of the power he had once possessed and the choices he had made. The Golden Rosary, tucked away in its velvet-lined box, remained a tangible symbol of his extraordinary journey. He often found himself wondering about the unwritten stories, the tales that remained trapped within the labyrinth of his subconscious. Had he made the right choice in silencing his gift? Or had he condemned himself to a life half-lived, haunted by the ghosts of his unrealized potential? One evening, while looking through old belongings, John stumbled upon the Golden Rosary. The metal felt cool and heavy in his hand, its weight more than just physical. It was a tangible connection to a past he had tried to forget, a reminder of the power he had once wielded. As he ran his fingers over the intricate details of the crucifix, a wave of nostalgia washed over him. He recalled the mystical encounter with Jesus, the weight of the gift, and the terror of Lucifer's whispers. The memories, once distant, felt vivid and immediate, as if no time had passed at all. The rosary was more than just a religious artifact. It was a symbol of his journey, his struggles, and his ultimate surrender. It represented both the divine and the demonic, the constant battle between good and evil that raged within him and within the world. Holding the rosary, John realized that his journey had not been in vain. He had found peace, not by denying his gift, but by integrating it into the fabric of his everyday life. He had learned that the divine was not confined to mystical encounters or extraordinary abilities, but could be found in the ordinary moments of love, laughter, and connection. He had discovered that true strength lay not in wielding power, but in surrendering to a force greater than himself. His faith, once tested, had emerged stronger, refined by doubt and tempered by experience. The whispers, he now understood, would always be there, a reminder of the choices he faced and the path he had chosen. He no longer feared the whispers, for he had found his voice, not in the written word, but in the quiet language of love, compassion, and gratitude. He had come full circle, realizing that true peace came not from silencing the voices within, but from learning to listen to the whispers of his soul. John placed the rosary back in its box, a sense of closure washing over him. His story, though seemingly incomplete, was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. He had faced his demons, embraced his humanity, and found solace in the embrace of his loved ones. The unwritten stories, he realized, were not a source of regret, but a reminder that life itself was an ongoing narrative, a tapestry woven from countless threads of experience. He had chosen to live his story, not write it, and in doing so he had discovered a truth far more profound than any he could have ever imagined. The Gold Rosary, a silent witness to his extraordinary journey, remained a cherished reminder of the battles fought, the lessons learned, and the enduring power of faith, love, and the unyielding resilience of the human spirit.